Hi guys, so it is September already, so it's time to do my September budget. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and click here so that I can start planning. All right, so I have to change a couple of things because they're not gonna be the same as August. So in terms of income, I'm gonna go ahead and change the dates to 9/1 and 9/15. Okay, so this one's actually gonna be, I already got that amount, so that one's going to be 1609. 1609 with 56 cents is going to be my base salary. So that is what I expect every single paycheck until, what is it, June 30th when my contract ends. But I am going to do like an after school program a couple times a month. So that should increase it a little bit, but I don't really know how much. I don't expect a lot of it. So I'm only going to do, let's see, how much did I budget? Like 1620, which I know will be more than that, but I mean, with taxes, it gets really, really confusing. In terms of supplemental, I don't expect anything, so that's going to go down to 0. And then city rewards, I haven't been shopping as much for other people, for that matter. So for this time, I'm going to put 0 just because you do have to have at least $25 to be able to transfer into your checking account. So for right now, I'm not going to budget anything for that. All right, so for income, it says that I'm going to have 3,200, a little bit over 3,200, which is going to be my usual month to month. All right, so I do want to increase my savings. I'm not going to call this, well, I can't even change the name, but I'd rather just call this my savings because it's not technically my emergency fund. I think that I should be able to cover expenses month after month because I don't have any yearly expenses that will require me to save. Even, I mean, my insurance I pay month after month. I don't have, like Amazon Prime or anything like that. So I will probably start a sinking fund for a future car. I mean, my car is paid off. It's still in really good condition, even though it's already, quite a few years old. But I mean, it only has like 50 something thousand miles. So I haven't really put a lot of miles into it. So it's still pretty good condition. But, we just never know. So I do want to start saving for a future car thanks to somebody that put that out there in the comments, which I thought was a really good idea. So I am going to start that fund, which I am going to add it here, I believe. And then I do want to increase that as well. I mean, my ultimate goal is to pay off debt, but at the same time, I want to start, building up my savings. I do have a credit union, which means they give me a higher percentage rate every month. And I am able to open like a summer account, which means that they will take money from my savings and put it into a separate account with the higher interest rate up to 5%. So it kind of off balances the interest rate that I'm paying on my loan. That's why I am going to put more emphasis on my savings as well. So for this one, I'm just going to call it future car. And then just for the next month, I'm just going to put $100, just because I think, just to get it started. I am going to have to change a couple things here though, because I am over budget. But that mostly has to do with my overpayment of my loan, because I paid a lot. It was like over $1,800 in the month of August. So that was pretty exciting. Okay, so for my emergency fund, if I put $500, I'm going to have $3,100. So I'm thinking I should increase it to at least $600, since I am going to be losing the other 100 here. So I would at least have 3,200 because I feel like it's building up pretty slow and I want to build it up a little bit faster. So if anything, I can always increase it once I know exactly how much to spend in the rest of the categories. All right, so let's go ahead and go down. So rent's going to be the same, $650. I pay that cash. So I pay off cash only the things that I like, for instance, the rent and my utilities. For the most part, everything else I pay with my credit card, so I do get my points back. And I never, just spend like crazy, so it works for me. So that's going to be cash, which that's why I like to pay it at the beginning of the month, so I don't have to worry about that. Cell phone is the same. So household expenses, let's see. I'm trying to think. Sometimes it's kind of hard to think ahead of time for the months, but I'm just going to go ahead and increase it to $50. So there we go. For gas, I am going to budget 100 because I do expect to fill up my tank completely twice a month, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to use up everything because I am commuting twice a week actually. So you know what? I'm actually going to increase it just a little bit. I forgot that it's actually twice a week. So I do commute an extra, I would say 100 miles a week compared to what I did before. Even though it does give me better mileage when I use the highways. But you know, I live in LA, so there's always traffic, which kind of messes that up. But I'm going to budget 120 just to be safe on that. My insurance is the same. It's 172 for groceries. I'm going to keep it at 200. I think that was fine. If anything, I could always bump it up a little bit, but I don't think I need any more of that. I think once you increase the amounts, you're most likely to overspend anyway. For restaurants, I'm going to put 140 again, just because I am going to be, every Thursday when I go to class, I do have to buy dinner somewhere because I'm really far away from home. So I am going to be forced to do that, but I mean, I still don't really eat as much anymore, which I find really weird. That's like my entertainment. I mean, I don't go to the movies, I don't go to theme parks, I don't go to concerts. So that's my entertainment, but I'm also a homebody, so I just love being home, you know. Let's see, miscellaneous. I am going to put just 40 bucks in there. I don't know if I'm going to have some extra fees in terms of like my class or anything like that, so I just want to have a little buffer there. Netflix is the same. Cart maintenance, I might have to get one of my switches fixed because my car is like really electrical, so there's like a lot of sensors and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and budget 30 for that. Pet expenses, I'll put 20 just to be able to get her. I still have enough for the beginning, but I'll buy her like another bag of food or something. For gifts, September, I do have a birthday actually today, and I have another one tomorrow, and I think that's the last birthday of my immediate family, which is pretty crazy. I mean, I don't have birthdays until 2018. So in terms of gifts, I am going to put that at 100 actually for both of them. So I might I haven't bought them anything yet, but I mean, I always give it to them kind of late and they're fine with it. They don't have an issue. Okay, so I think all of those categories are pretty much set. At the top of my head, I don't anticipate any extra in September. You know, it's really, I'm like trying to think right now to see if anything else is coming up. But I mean, besides my class, I think these are the basic expenses. And then the 2 birthdays that I have. I really can't think of anything else. So yeah, that should be good. And then of course I have to delete this because that's way too high. And now my loan payment would be $800.44 with, I mean 844 with 57 cents. And of course that's $1,000 less than I did last month. But like I said, I am also building up my savings because I do get a really good interest rate in my credit union. So for me, that's also really important. I want to make sure that I have savings for, you know, the future if I want to, you know, get my own place and stuff. I want to make sure I know that I have something to fall back on. Alright guys, so this is my September budget. I hope you guys are doing great and your budgets are going as planned. So have a good weekend. Bye.